Will there be a volume 2? Who knows? I am so happy. Can't wait to use this one again. What's up, beauties, and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Midas, and this is my channel. We talk about makeup, skincare, we unbox things, we do project pans, and I almost always drop something. So if you're interested in any of those things, make sure you stick around. Today we are doing my eyeshadow of the month. So if you're new here, every month I go through my eyeshadow palettes that I used and I let you know what I thought of them, how many times I used them, and we look to see if I made any progress in panning some of them. We're gonna get right into it. The first palette we're going to talk about today is the High Times eyeshadow palette from Midas Cosmetics. I only used this once in December, however, I fell in love. The formula of this palette was very, very exceptional. I used these 3 shades here and I was just very excited for the way that it turned out. It was a very grungy look. It was my New Year's Eve look actually, and I was just very happy. I even talked about it on my Insta stories if you follow me on Instagram. I did only get to use it once, so I'm hoping to get to put it into a rotation soon, and I am planning to film a look using this palette, so get ready for it. The next palette I've had in my collection for quite some time now. If you've been here before, you've probably seen me talk about the City Limits palette from IBI Beauty. I actually hit pan in this shade right here at the very end of December, and I did talk about it in one of my recent videos that I will try and link up here. I really like this palette. I've had it in my collection for a while now. It's just one of those palettes that I know when I use it, my eyes are gonna look good. I have no real complaints, so that's a win. I only used it once though, so hopefully I'll get to use it again soon. The Midnight Masquerade palette from Colourpop I used twice, and I'm actually very happy I pulled this palette out. I'm thinking of filming with it this month, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. I just really like the color story of this palette, and I used it twice and I was happy both times. I love Colourpop shadows. They are some of my favorites. They are very affordable, and this is probably one of my favorite palettes I have from them, so can't wait to use this one again. The next palette, my friend Laura from Sub Boxes and Cocktails, she gifted me this Clay Play palette from Tarte. It's just a really nice palette. It's all matte. You can use them as bronzers, a little bit of contour and eyeshadow. It's just really nice. I like to use this for a simple eyeshadow look. No fuss. Tarte makes great products. I did only use it, how many times did I use this? Oh wow, I used this 4 times this month. I was gonna say twice, but yeah, used it 4. That's awesome. The next palette I used twice. This is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think I can hit pan on this palette this year. This was the first like high-end makeup purchase I ever made, so I really do want to use it up. I'm very excited. This shade Warm Taupe right here and Red Ochre are my favorites. I can't wait to use this in my next eyeshadow roulette. So I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a roulette series every month on my channel, and I'm going to go through and pick 5 new palettes using a Sing app. So get ready for that. Let me know in the comments below, do you think that that's a good idea, or would you rather me just pick 5 palettes on my own and just work through those? That's also a possibility. The end result will be the same. I will go through them like I am right now, where I sit down and I talk about what I thought of them for that month and all that fun stuff. The next palette, this was actually sent to me from the brand, and I wanted to try it out, so I did film a video. This is by Seprofe, I believe that's how you say it. It's a very nice palette. I had no complaints with it at all. I am excited to use it again because the shimmers were very pretty. I also like the matte shades, and I just like the color story overall. I will link that here somewhere. I only used it once, but I am going to use it again and I like that it has a mirror. The packaging's nice. Let me know, have you heard of this brand before, and have you tried anything from them? The eyeshadow itself is pretty nice. I think they have some other products. I can't remember what they are at this moment, but I'll try and link them down below. We are getting there. We are so close. So I used the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. Will there be a Volume 2? who knows? But I used this twice this month and I am happy. However, I've got to say my overall excitement for this palette has diminished. Like, it's okay. It's not anything more wow worthy than I already had in my collection. These glitters, however, are very different from anything that I really have, and I do like them, but I don't use glitter very often. So this is something I am challenging myself to in 2021 to take a little, like, to try some different stuff makeup wise, maybe be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more adventurous. But overall, this is a good palette. I do like it. It's just I just don't feel like wow worthy about it right now. And I'm going to tell you why. The retail on this, I do believe, was 50 something US dollars. Maybe not. Well, maybe it was lower. Maybe it was 48 US. I can't remember what it cost me Canadian. But the next palettes I'm going to talk about are just way more affordable. Because then you have this. This is by BH Cosmetics. This is the Hanging in Hawaii palette that I used 6 times this month. I am so happy. This is a new palette in my collection. It's very neutral. There's some pinks, some corals, there's some browns, but then you have these shimmers, and these shimmers are delightful. They're the best. That's it right there. That's one. Like, look, barely even touched it. This one, this shade Sandy right here. The shimmer shades from BH Cosmetics are the reason I keep coming back for more. They're the reason that every time they release a new eyeshadow palette, I'm like, are the shimmers going to be as nice on that one as they have been in these other palettes? This style of palette from BH Cosmetics is my favorite. These location series, so this is a win. I really liked this palette. And last but not least, the palette that I only used once this month was from BH Cosmetics, was my Smitten in Switzerland palette, and I still love it. I don't care. It's just such a pretty palette. Look at the shade right here. Alps is just gorgeous. And I'm barely, oh, I got a swatch there from that last one. So I'm barely like touching it. Like, look at these. Oh, they're just so nice. I really, really, really like them. So the color story in this one, this is probably my favorite out of all of my BH Cosmetics palettes, but I just love them all. So these are so affordable. This is $16 US, I think, regular price. Whereas, and I do have a preference. I prefer BH Cosmetics over this formula. Other than that though, I am pretty happy with what I used, but I'm just so excited that I was able to sit down and share with you guys all of these palettes that I used in December. And I'm just so happy because really, I used some good ones. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know, how are you doing? Are you staying safe? And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye for now. This shade right here just looks like it might look really friggin' nice. That's it right there. That's a nice color. It's a nice palette. Don't think I'm not saying that, but when it comes to the price of it, there's no comparison.